Hello friends, welcome to Coder Thoughts. Today I would like to share with you guys the roadmap to software engineering. Now, a lot of people who have just joined their college or have completed their college in a different field want to know how should they start with software engineering so that they can become successful. So I thought let me share with you uh, my roadmap, how I ended up in the software engineering field, and how exactly what are the things which I did to know more about it. So the first thing that I did was I learned C as a programming language. It was really good because I learned it from Balguru Sami book. I will link the book in the description, and it helped me learn a lot of data structures and also uh, learn how to solve problems in computer science. And once I completed that, then I started to take up some mini projects for myself that would help me concrete my knowledge of this C language. Now, a lot of times, what you should always consider doing in computer science is whenever you learn something, try to do something out of it so that you never forget it. And that would be the best way moving forward. So that is what I did. I created a library management application using C. It didn't have the best UI, of course, because of the C language, but it worked and it was useful. So that is fine once you get that. And you can then shift to some other projects once you are over there. But on the parallel, what you should always try to do is do some competitive programming from hacker rank, lead code, Codility, whatever you guys prefer. I preferred hacker rank because I felt it was I don't know. I just found it at the start and I was finding it really interesting at that point of time. But yeah, you guys can use any website that you find because overall all the questions and overall what they do is like they help you think. So once you have thought about it, the next thing what you need to do is how can you build a particular website. Okay, try to build a website. Learn HTML, learn CSS, learn JavaScript. Try to build a website on your own. It should be a basic website and that's totally fine. You don't but yeah, maybe if you are getting more and more interested in it, try to learn React, because if you are interested in front-end development, why not? So with React you would be able to develop great front-end UIs and great front-end applications, one-page applications. So that would be really great to have. But if you don't find front end as your domain, you feel that you want more logical but not so much UI centric tasks, then you can go for backend development. So for backend development, you can again learn JavaScript. There is a Node.js Express framework that you can learn, and you can understand how backend interacts with frontend, uh, uh, so that you display the data. And of course, no matter whether you're a front-end engineer or a back-end engineer, at the end you need to know what is happening on the either side, because without it you cannot work through your own part of code. And therefore I would say that learn both the sides because you're a beginner. Once you have done that, then there comes distributed computing. And for learning distributed computing, what you should do is you should actually I would link a book below, the distributed computing book that I use. But apart from that, for practical cases, I would say you need to know Docker and Kubernetes. Okay, these are the, what you can say, containerizers and hosting things that nowadays a lot of people use, because nowadays most of the infrastructure is microservices based architecture, and it's really helpful from that perspective. So try to learn Docker and Kubernetes, and once you have done that, congratulations, now you know how to deploy a website. But of course, maybe you're not into so much for the entire website thing. Maybe you want to develop Android, but even in that case, you still have to develop backend. And in the starting of your learning and everything, it is always good to create your own backend and to create your own Android or iOS or whatever front end you want, because then it gives you a clear picture of how things would be when you would work as a team. Because as a team, you would either work only on backend or only on front end, unless you are in Amazon, and then you are no more a backend only, front end only, or a DevOps only engineer. Then you are an engineer for all. It's interesting, to be honest, but yeah, that is something that you need to consider, and it's not bad to have everything up your sleeve, so that if people say, "Oh, do you know that?" Yes, I know how it works. And it also gives you an added advantage, because then you develop things in such a way that is compatible with all these different services and features that people want. And yeah, this is my roadmap. I hope you guys followed it, and maybe we will see you on the other side. Goodbye.